Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point or MCAS Cherry Point, 34.9009 a degree N 76.8807 a degree W/34.9009. -76.8807 is a United States Marine Corps airfield located in Havelock, North Carolina, USA, in the eastern part of the state. It was built in 1941, and was commissioned in 1942 and is currently home to the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. Resident units, Headquarters and Headquarters Squadron, 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, Marine Aircraft Group 14, Marine Air Control Group 28, 6th Special Security Communications Team. Combat Logistics Company 21, Fleet Readiness Center. MCAS Cherry Point also maintains a satellite field at MCALF Bogue, in Bogue, North Carolina, as well as an outlying airfield at Marine Corps Outlying Field Atlantic in Atlantic, NC. Several former outlying landing fields have been converted to regional airports, such as MCOF Greenville, MCAA Kinston, and MCOF New Bern. History: Congress authorized Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point on July 9, 1941, with an initial appropriation of $14,990,000 for construction and clearing of an 8,000-acre tract of swamps, farms and timberland. Actual clearing of the site began on August 6, 1941, with extensive drainage and malaria control work. Construction began in November, just 17 days before the attack on Pearl Harbor. On May 20, 1942, the facility was commissioned Cunningham Field, named in honor of the Marine Corps' first aviator, Lieutenant Colonel Alfred A. Cunningham. The completed facility was later renamed Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, after a local post office situated among cherry trees. Cherry Point's primary World War II mission was to train units and individual Marines for service to the Pacific Theater. The air station also served as a base for anti-submarine operations, with an Army Air Corps and later a Navy squadron each being responsible for the sinking of a German U-boat just off the North Carolina coast during 1943. Cherry Point's contribution to the Korean War effort was to provide a steady stream of trained aviators and air crewmen as well as maintenance and support personnel as replacements to forward-deployed aviation units. During the Vietnam War, Cherry Point deployed 3 A-6 intruder squadrons to the Far East and again provided a constant source of replacements for air crews and enlisted aviation personnel. In Operation Desert Storm, Cherry Point was a major contributor to the victory in Southwest Asia by supporting the deployment of 3 AV-8B Harrier squadrons, 2 A-6E intruder squadrons, 1 KC-130 Hercules squadron, 1 EA-6B Prowler squadron, and headquarters detachments from Marine Aircraft Group 14, Marine Aircraft Group 32, and the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. Cherry Point Marines and sailors participated in strike missions and follow-on operations in Afghanistan and its surrounding region during Operation Enduring Freedom, which was initiated on October 7, 2001. On September 8, 2007, the headquarters building was gutted by a fire. The groundbreaking ceremony for the new headquarters building was on July 29, 2009, with completion planned for sometime in 2011. The air station and its associated support locations occupy more than 29,000 acres. Its runway system is large enough that the air station served as an alternate emergency landing site for the Space Shuttle launches out of Cape Canaveral, Florida. USAF use equals. On July 1, 1957, the United States Air Force 614th Airborne Control and Warning Squadron established an Air Defense Command Phaser mobile radar station at Cherry Point. This station was part of the planned deployment of 44 mobile radar stations. The Air Force activated an ANFPS-6 and 2 ANFPS-8 radars located adjacent to base flight operations. These radars were placed on top of 90-foot towers without radomes, and initially the station functioned as a ground control intercept and warning station. As a GCI station, the squadron's role was to guide interceptor aircraft toward unidentified intruders picked up on the unit's radar scopes. In addition to the radars on the air station, 2 unmanned ANFPS-14 gap filler sites, 1 at Engelhut, NC 35 degree 29 euro squared 49 euro cubed N 076 degree 00 euro squared 34 euro cubed W, and 1 at Holly Ridge, North Carolina 34 degree 30 euro squared 50 euro cubed N 077 degree 32 euro squared 08 euro cubed W was set up for additional coverage. One of the ANFPS-8s was damaged by Hurricane Donna in 1960. The radars were turned over to the Navy on April 30, 1960, and the Marine Corps retained the other undamaged ANFPS-8 radar for a number of years for base air traffic control. During 1961, M116 joined the Semi-Automatic Ground Environment System, initially feeding data to DC-04 at Fort Lee AFS, Virginia. After joining, the squadron was redesignated as the 614th Radar Squadron on March 1, 1963. The Radar Squadron provided information 24/7 the SAGE Direction Center, where it was analyzed to determine range, direction, altitude, speed, and whether or not aircraft were friendly or hostile. Air Force radar operations continued at MCAS Cherry Point until August 1, 1963, when budget reductions and a general drawdown of anti-aircraft radar sites closed the facility. See also: Marine Corps Auxiliary Landing Field Bogue, proposed outlying landing field in North Carolina, United States Marine Corps Aviation, list of United States Marine Corps installations, list of airports in North Carolina, list of USAF Aerospace Defense Command General Surveillance radar stations. References, notes: this article incorporates public domain material from websites or documents of the United States Marine Corps. Bibliography: Shettle Jr., M.L. United States Marine Corps Air Stations of World War II. Bowersville, Georgia, Shertle Publishing Company. ISBN 0-9643388-2-3. Web, MCAS Cherry Point's official website. External links: MCAS Cherry Point's official Facebook page, MCAS Cherry Point's official YouTube channel, MCAS Cherry Point's official DVIDS page, MCAS Cherry Point's official Twitter feed, MCAS Cherry Point's official FLICKR page, MCAS Cherry Point's official ISA page, USMC Life Cherry Point, an insider's guide to Cherry Point Marine Base, MCAS Cherry Point at globalsecurity.org, USMC Air Station Cherry Point overview and PCS information, FAA Airport diagram, effective November 12, 2015, FAA Terminal Procedures for NKT, effective November 12, 2015. Resources for this U.S. military airport: FAA Airport information for NKT, AirNav Airport information for KNKT, ASN Accident history for NKT, NOAA NWS latest weather observations, Sky Vector aeronautical chart for KNKT.